Hi there. My name is Cecil Bothwell, and I'm running for re-election to the Asheville City Council. One of the main reasons that I want to keep serving the people of Asheville is to fight for the economic rights of the working poor in our community. I remember 1968 when Martin Luther King and the Southern Christian Leadership Conference waged the Poor People's Campaign in an attempt to bring the country's attention to the economic needs of the underprivileged and underserved. King and the other leaders of the campaign recognized that racial justice and economic justice are intricately intertwined. And to truly liberate the American people, we would have to fight the scourge in our nation of both white supremacy and corporate greed. When Dr. King was murdered, he was in Memphis to support a demand by the African-American city sanitation workers who were being paid less than their white counterparts. His death came 1 month before the Poor People's March on Washington that he'd helped to organize. That campaign fought for the right to a meaningful job with a living wage, the ability to get a secure and adequate income for those unable to get a job, access to land for economic uses, resources and capital for poor people trying to promote business, and a larger role in government for ordinary people. Unfortunately, the campaign was unable to achieve these critical reforms, and since 1968, wealth disparity has only grown greater in this country, and our need for drastic changes to our economy are even more necessary. Recently, Reverend Dr. William Barber of the North Carolina NAACP stepped up to lead a new Poor People's Campaign. In announcing the effort, Reverend Barber argued that, and I'm quoting here, the twin forces of white supremacy and unchecked corporate greed have gained newfound power and influence, both in state houses across this nation and at the highest levels of our federal government. Reverend Barber couldn't be more correct in his analysis of our current cultural failure regarding both racial relations and the influence of powerful oligarchs. Reverend Barber is right. We face a crisis in America. We need to break the grip of moneyed and racist interests on a scale not seen since the trust-busting days of Teddy Roosevelt. In my time on the Asheville City Council, I've worked to fight for the economic rights of the working poor in our community. I'm a strong advocate for the Living Wage campaign, waged by Asheville's Just Economics. During my time in office, the City of Asheville has adopted Just Economics wage base as our baseline for all hiring and as a fundamental requirement for any corporate entity that's seeking a tax break of some sort. I've also fought for a living wage for all of our contractors, but that was squashed by Republicans in Raleigh. I had the honor to meet Reverend Barber and stand with him during the Asheville Moral Monday rally in 2013. I support Reverend Barber and the Poor People's Campaign, which is why I put the picture of me beside the Reverend on my door hangers. If you're watching this, I urge you to join me and support Reverend Barber's Poor People's Campaign. Thanks for listening, and I'd appreciate your vote.